Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of the Drakkar build. You may or may not have read it on my Facebook page, but I've accidentally deleted all the things I filmed for this boat, so yeah, I'll do a small recap and then continue on with filming. So this is where I'm at the moment. Let me get this stuff out of the way. So I glued on the shield rack, made the holes for the oars. They're not all the same height, unfortunately, because my boat's way too wobbly. And I did the trestle things and the oar racks. And there's a lot of small parts that I also did in the meantime. One bigger thing is the mast, which I shaped. That's gonna be a problem for the later part of the build. There's 20 centimeters of room between the camera and the mast, so until then I shall keep it flat. I did the horizontal thing where the sail is hanging from, did that, and did the ropes. I know I can zoom in, but this is easier right now, so I had filmed that as well, how I did that, but yeah, it's lost. So basically I took a length of rope and about, let me get the clutter out of the way so I can zoom in better. Yes, zoomy zoomy. That's just close enough. Can we get closer? Yes. So I started here. I glued a piece of the rope on the wood and then went back and started turning it around real tight, and at the end I had to glue it as well because I don't know how to tie this off properly. And then the loop, as you can see, is basically a loop with two ends going that way and the same on that side. So this is a little bit fiddly because you have to do the loop with one side of the rope and then pull it back. I glued those bits together and then tied it off with the thinner string you get, this stuff. So I used that to tie it off so you won't see the glue. So this turned out okay. I made a start with all the oars, which are not too difficult to do. You need several lengths and it's a lot of work for such a small thing, but I found a relatively easy way to sand them into shape and do the handle bits. And I hope I have that still on the camera. If not, I will film making another one, because yeah, there's a few left. So plenty of what's it called, opportunity to do that. And I started on the rudder. So I have all the strings in temporarily, except that one's glued in. Yeah, you have to build this. I'll comment on the manual. Also not too difficult to do. What else did I do? I got the anchor, but I did that incorrect. I misread the instructions, so yeah, I'll leave it like this. The chain. So I did that, and then it's all those greebly bits that need sanding a lot, so I did that too. So let's zoom out a bit and let me try and find the instructions. Oh no, yep, no problem. So I think my last video ended somewhere around here. So here where we do the deck and then drill the holes. We'll have to check, but this is the way they propose to do the blocks for the shield guard there. Shield rack, it's not a guard really. I kind of did it that way, but it needs some cleaning up. It's not too difficult to do this really. I wouldn't leave such a large piece out, a bit smaller, so you can file it down. Then we get the trestle thingies. There's the copper bit, it's drawn here, where the mast goes in, and you have to sand this out so it will fit there. It's on this type of wood. This is really fragile, so if you're not careful it will break instantly. So I didn't actually sand it all the way into shape, but I added a piece of this sprue thingy thread, I don't know what it's called. Added that to the bottom right there, and then sanded it back in shape. And I'm hoping the wood stain will cover that up. After that we get all the tiny bits you have to sand into shape. It's not that difficult really, just take your time and go lightly. These are for the oar rack. I broke all 4 of them. They're really fragile. I'm not sure what they want you to do with it, because the instruction just said sand it as the picture says, but I'm assuming they want this rounded off at the edges, so I did that. This is basically some more sanding into shape. These two. These, they're for the rigging. These are a nightmare. That's the 1-to-1 scale bit, and they want you to sand a sort of lip, I don't know, a ridge, edge, all the way around on both sides. That's really difficult. Let me get my part here. So I managed to do a little bit of it. I don't know if the camera will pick this up properly. There's the black of the laser cut, and there's the bare wood. I did this with a knife, just very gently. Where did I put it? Oop. Just like that, and very gently press the knife in towards the edge, the depth you want, go all the way around, and then flip it on its side and do the same thing very carefully. Sharp knives and fingers don't really go well together, so I managed not to cut myself, but it's the same fragile wood and it's really difficult, and I don't think it's really necessary. You probably won't even see it when it's not done that way. But I made an attempt anyway. Let me zoom out a bit. Then we got the anchor, and I misread this as a 0.3 mil hole, so I didn't see the use of that, but it's actually a 3 mil hole where you fit the anchor in. So this is the top view, and that piece goes on there, and then you need to carve this bit yourself. I did that incorrectly, but yeah. Here it's shown how the completed rudder should go on the ship, and the shape of these parts are actually on the big poster. And then there's these cleats or whatever they're called. You have to sand some of them down, some not. It's not really clear. Also in the description, it's not really telling you how many you have to sand and how many you haven't. If you mustn't sand, stuff like that. So this is basically generally where I left off before my vacation. So that's really quick summary of what I did. I do have some film on my camera, saved on my camera, so I'll try and rescue some of that, and I'll put this in the video. So yeah, let's see what else I got. Okay. There, I think it's this bit, but I'm not sure. Yay, something's finished. What do we need? We need 2 bits. 57. $4 mil. So let me get this out of the way because that's for the mast. So I'll do that later. I think it's this one. Is it? Yes, it is. So we'll actually need to saw off 2 pieces. Is this 1:1 scale? Alright. Pencil. I need that. And that there. Let's just measure this rope really quickly. 2.9. Yeah. And 4.4. Zoom this out a bit because I can't get it in the shot. There's too much crap lying there. So yeah. Just make this one and this two. 1, 2. Alright. I'll go and saw these pieces off. This doesn't cut it, so I have to go to my other tools upstairs and saw this, so be back in a moment. Okay, so I got both parts. I drew the lines on the stick, but I forgot to take into account the width of the saw, so I had to come back and remeasure the second part. So, right, how do they want this? There needs to be, go away. Something there, and this should go into a pointy thing. So I could probably, if I can get this to work properly, show you how I did that. Except, no, this will be alright. I need this. So the rubber is really to protect the wood from the drill. That's not good. No, it won't go in like that. So I'll just be careful then. Now this is gonna make some noise. So essentially what I did was just use the drill, but this is too thin. I need to figure something out, and I think I might have. Close enough, I guess. Too much ground flying around the world. So I'm going to build this thing, which is the rudder, I think. The wood's 4 mm thick, and they want you to shape it. So I already did the other piece. Best zoom you in a bit, I think. There we go. Get some crap out of the way. So that thing I already did. So it's like that. It's not perfect. I need to fine tune it a bit, but it's yep, there we go. So we have now got this. Right. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yes, we need to have a thing there. And a thing there. Where's the... there it is. Rudder. Well, we'll just try. Get this here. I'm out of shot, I know. I'm marking where I need to cut, and get this out of the way. So there's my marking. Probably on this. And this you can't see, but it's just a small piece of electrical tape as a guide. There we go. I need a different knife. I'm sorry I'm going off camera, but this is a very sharp knife and I don't want to cut myself, so I'll just do this where I can see it properly. I'm trying to cut the wood out. Small bits at the time. It's not gonna be easy to show you. So I made the straight cuts first, And now I'm trying angled cuts to get the wood out. But it's not that easy. And I'm afraid I will break the wood. So I went with the file anyway. So this should fit in here. Sort of, kind of. It's way too short, but it's should be there ish. Now that's better. Right. Right. We need the other part. Where is it? It's over here. It's over here. Oops. Sand that off. Nope. There. Should we just do this? get this off. Let's get something straight to check. Okay, need to sand a bit more. Alright, I think this will do. I have a bit of a problem. It's a bit in the wrong place. Bug me. No, this will definitely not work. Crap. I'll figure it out. Alright, the oar racks. I already did these two. There. And the other two need to go here. And on the opposite side. These parts are very fragile, so do be careful. I broke all of them already, so they have undergone repairs as well. Let me get the glue off a bit, because I had too much on. Just glue it on there, give it a bit of a push, see if it's straight. There we go. Now on this side, it may or may not show, I'm not sure. Get some room. Not enough room. So on this side you can see here that last plank is pretty straight. On this side it's hard to show on camera, but it's, instead of straight up, it's, maybe I can, this is difficult, I need to zoom out. So that's straight up left, and on the right it's bent outward. So I have a little problem there, because that also would mean the oar rack will tilt in the same direction. So just glued this together, just actually made a little guide to get it up straight. It will show, but I'm not too fussed about that. It kind of corrects the the odd shape there. So that needs to dry. Anything else? Not at this moment, I think. Except I did prepare the mast. When this goes in, I'm gonna have a problem filming because of that short distance. I need to do a little bit of sanding at the bottom because it won't go in as planned. This should probably do the trick, and if not, I'll sand it down a bit. This comes from the straight, what's it, 5 or 6 mil? 6 mil stick, and you have to sand it into a, like all parts really, into a more pointy shape. Just get the boat out of the way. And get the huge instruction sheets. So there you go, that's the mast. It goes to a much thinner point. That takes quite some time. I went and did that outdoors because of all the sanding, and it took me, I don't know, half an hour just to get this scale to there. And then you need to drill a hole of 1 millimeter across, 1.7 centimeters from the top, which I did. Things over there now somewhere. And that's for holding the thing. I don't know what it's called, for holding the sail at least. So yeah. Which also needs to be sanded down at the tips. So, but it's not that thick. This is 4 mil, I think. Yeah. So it's a lot less work on this one. Not sure if this is going to be the same video, but I showed the drill thing to easily sand down small bits. I didn't use that on the mast because it goes like that in the drill, because it's too long and it's not a correct fit, of course, so I'll put that out of the way. So I screwed this bit up. I'm trying to do repairs. If repairs won't work, I might have enough wood left. No, it's too short. So I'll probably fix that some other way. And that can go in the thing. Once the oar racks have dried, I'll be continuing doing those. They were called cleats. It's also in a big instruction sheet, so that's probably going to be hard to film as well. But this part of the instruction really is a mess. It But we're nearly getting to the dreaded sail. We'll see. So I'll probably continue on doing the mast bits off camera. And glue these things on. I will film this because this is a hell, and then this makes no sense to me. So yeah. We shall see, and the instructions aren't too clear. Alright, that's it for part 3. Sorry for the jumpiness. I did have some footage left. It's a lengthy one as well. Kinda did that because I want to give you an impression how long everything takes, and I'm playing around with stuff again. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye. Take care. Flip.